Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly. Beast Mode. Effective January 1st, 1978. All clocks and industrial electromechanics operations will cease. Please contact your assigned account representative for account transfers or contract settlements.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That was my fault. Hello, internet people. How you doing tonight? Are you doing good? I hope so. It's been quite a week here. Hopefully folks have had a good time out there, out there this week. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can, fortunately, most of the stuff I've been handling here I can't really talk about much on stream, which is kind of a shame. But, thought, nevertheless, I think that, well, I think the stream is in order. Stream is still in order. Apologies again for being late to this one. I tried to do a little bit of a trick with the telephone again, and it didn't go so well. So I had to put some of it back and keep going with the stream here. But I have another plan, another method of execution for capturing the telephone. Because how it worked right the last time I did it is I'm doing a VoIP call. Okay, so I have the rotary phone, which goes to an analog telephone adapter, which converts it to VoIP, and I'm calling an application on my PC, and I'm capturing that. And that's a lot of moving parts in software, which I don't really want to handle. So I was thinking, and the disadvantage to this is you can't hear me dial out. So I was thinking of a way to tap the rotary phone that's on my desk. So in between the phone and the analog telephone adapter, just put in some type of tap. And I thought I had that sorted, and it does not seem to work very well at all. So I'm obviously doing something incorrect. So I have to go back to the drawing board with it. But we'll see. We'll see. I also realized I didn't tell anybody that we're going live right now. I am so out of it. And on top of this, I don't know what happened, but yesterday I just had no energy. My social battery was so dead. My actual energy was non-existent. And I was worried I was coming down with something, because you know how, like, sometimes your nose and your throat kind of burn a little bit when you're feeling unwell? I was getting that for a minute, and I suddenly started to worry, like, oh no, what's gonna happen to me? I can't have this now. I need sleep. So, yeah, but nevertheless, I think enough rambling for. Oh, I forgot to tell people that I'm live right now. Well, aren't I silly Billy? Well, I might as well get that going while we're working on this here. Doop 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 doo. Doop 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 doo. And going live. This guy. No. Here it is. Help advertising. H-I-N-G. There we are. And then I need to do the stupid little go live button thing. Go live. We're gonna do 2 hours. I'm thinking maybe 2 hours this go around. I don't want to push it and get sick. Well, yeah, we'll go 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Just like that. So, enough rambling from me, enough humming and hawing, and oh, I forgot to start more software. Boy, oh boy. I've been very dazed the past few days. I don't know what it is. But boy does it show. Like I've already forgotten like some of this shit here. New version available? Do you want? No. Okay, there we go. That should come up quick. Okay, now we're ready to go. Yes, yes. Oh boy. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, yeah, is the general pipewire capture 2 properties. Yep, that's set to the game. Tuck that away and begin. Let's just hop right in. I don't know what it is, but like I went to meet with some of my old pals from back in the days at the Polytechnic yesterday evening, and I don't know what it was, but just the past day, it's been, I wouldn't say it's been difficult to talk, but I think a more succinct way of saying it is I've just had no real energy to really talk, which is strange. But not really an excuse to just hide under a bed and wallow about it. I mean, sure, it might be good for your psyche a little bit to entertain it, but if you just do that all the time, it can be damn near debilitating, I figure. Alright, let's see how far in I got with my job this session. No signal, okay. And that went down, of course it fucking did. 1 signal, god damn it. Okay, so I have to go fix that. Or maybe I don't. What the hell? $8. Consume a cheese. Now, how do I deal with this trash? Wood piece. Okay, so I can't even begin collecting signals because that tower is down. Wait. So it says here number... Oh, what tower was that? Okay, so that's 3, so I need to go to 3. So if I go to 3... CR check. Health 0, 0, and 0. Okay. SV target CR3. Okay. It's time for us to go on an adventure. It's over the mountains again. Okay, so the farthest one away is also the one that keeps conking out. So, how's everybody else's day been going? I got another... Actually, you know what? I got another batch of PCBs in for the keypad. And they seem to be working pretty well. I didn't botch up... I didn't botch it up. Not that there's much to botch up in it at all. But if my thought processes are sound, the second version of the keypad PCB should be easy to get ordered through any PCB manufacturer, or if you have like a chemical etching process, you could use that, or if you have a CNC mill, you can use it. Because I noticed there was a bit of a folly to my plan on the first version of the board, which was that the traces were on the top side of the board, and since all the components are through hole and they're mounted from the top down, the problem with that... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep. Whatever. So because all of the parts are through hole, like the key switches are through hole, the headphone jacks are through hole, where you solder them is on the bottom of the board. And so if you were doing, if you were making the PCB by hand using chemical etching, you wouldn't actually have a way to electrically connect the components afterwards. So, by flipping all of the traces to the underside of the board, somebody can can etch or mill the bottom side of a copper-clad board, and then when they put the components on top, the traces are then exposed on the bottom that you can solder to, and that fastens the part in place. And then I thickened all of the traces because they were a bit too thin for use on a CNC mill. Because if like you can get some really precise CNC mills, but the issue is if the traces are too fine and too close together, you can't get a milling bit that's both clean enough, narrow enough, and strong enough to cut the traces. So I thickened the traces up, but that also means that I had to reroute the traces. And hopefully, if I did it right, somebody who mills it shouldn't have the structural integrity of the board compromised from it. So unfortunately, I had to run most of the traces down one side of the board. Otherwise, I'm pretty pleased with it. I was thinking for a third rendition, making getting some PCB, not PCB, some key switch sockets, and then making the third one where you solder on sockets instead of soldering the key switches directly in. But they want a metric shit. They want a, I say metric shit ton. They want an unreasonable amount of money for those sockets. I took a quick look and I saw like a pack of 5 or 10, and they wanted like $30 for it, which I find unreasonable. So I don't know. Jury's still out on that one, on whether I'd want to make a third version where the sockets are used instead of soldering directly. Why did that work out so well? Why? Why was I good at the puzzle now? I've always struggled with those puzzles. Now, one of the things I'm not so sure about is, the other reason I wouldn't really want to use, the PCB, why do I keep saying PCB? The key switch sockets on the PCB instead of having the person mount the key switch directly is I can't seem to find a through-hole variant of that socket. I can only find a surface mount one, and I'm not very keen on the idea of a surface mount component being both structural and taking a lot of force. Because to me, a surface mount component is substantially weaker than its through-hole variant. The trade-off is it's very small. But having a socket that's only, like, reinforced by its soldered contacts, and then trying to ram a key switch through it just sounds like a terrible idea to me. But I also don't want this thing to get more complicated than it is. Funnily enough, with how it's designed right now, you could hypothetically use a solder pot to set the whole thing up instead of a soldering iron. Not that you should, because solder pots are fucking dangerous. But solder pots have saved my ass once or twice. I used to have one, but I got rid of it. The idea of having, like, 15 pounds of solder in a pot, in like a reservoir where you dunk the PCB in, just seemed like a really bad idea. Like, what if that spilled on me? The other part is, when you have that much solder molten in a pot, you have to constantly clean slag off of it. But then it goes even further than that. Because solder pots, the molten solder will off-gas. So if you were just soldering a little bit for yourself, like, just bust out your soldering iron, do a couple of contacts, or maybe if you're really ambitious in an afternoon, solder a whole board together. Like, yeah, the solder fumes aren't great, but the actual off-gassing from the solder itself isn't too terrible. It's the flux that's the... Oh. I passed out. It's the the smoke from the solder flux, that's usually the issue. But when you have a pot of like 15 to 20 pounds of solder just sitting there simmering for like an hour, because remember, you also have to heat the pot up, which means it's going to be it takes about an hour to be ready. That will off gas. And I had about 2 incidents where I'm using the solder pot to do something. I get a wicked headache. I can't figure out for the life of me why. And that's when I realized, like, oh, I'm huffing fumes. I'm huffing metal fumes. So I tried to set up ventilation, and then, I mean, the ventilation's still around here, but then I was like, you know what? I've only used the solder pot 3-4 times. 2 of those times I got the worst headache of my life. No, not gonna bother. So somebody at Value Village got a screaming deal on a solder pot refilled with solder. Oh shit, it's the dead of night. I don't have a flashlight. Am I underground? No. I'm gonna march right off a cliff, aren't I? There it is. Owie. Where is my bandage? Use. Okay, hold. 5. Oh, yes. So yeah, solder pots, very handy. You need a lot of supporting equipment to use one. Or you have to use it outside. In which case, that's not very comfortable and it's kind of dumb and annoying. But I will say, somebody at Value Village has got a screaming deal, because they got a desktop solder pot with like 15 pounds of solder in it. There we go. I'm seeing lamps again. There. Civilization, like nothing ever happened. Now, where's the base from? Ah. It's over that way. I am way far off. In the dead of night. Physical module logged. Oh, right! I remember what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to shut the computers down so I can plug in this module. I forgot. Okay, so I shouldn't actually be queuing up any work. Cliff. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Just a busted shin. It's good. Get some shin splints in you. Just follow the lights. This is a hell of a time to not have batteries for the flashlight. Alright, we'll just follow that light there. There's the base, I think. Maybe. Probably. How do I get in there? Oh, there we go. Finally. All the way back. Right, so before we do anything, we need to turn off calculations, downloading, coordinates, and playing, but not utilities. Or else we lose the lights and I'm fucked. Hi, Linus, how you doing? You doing good? I hope so. Been up to any good mischief these days? It's been a while. It has. It has. What kind of fun stuff have you been up to? That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're good. It's been a very... I've been working and taking care of my mother. That's good that you're able to, you know, hang out with family and take care of them. I think that's good. I was I had a wow, braining is difficult. I have been in a daze for like 2 days. Holy hell. I was just the other day when I had a birthday party for my step-grandmother. And that was a very... She's nice, but she's sick, so it's not... It's nice, but she's sick, so it's not always fun. Yeah, it can be really... It can be a lot. And sometimes it gets a little gross. I was taking care of one of my, taking care of my my sibling who got food poisoning, and that was a mess, both situationally and literally. So good on you for being there for your mom. What was I doing? Okay, so I have the tape compressor installed. That should work. I gotta go. One of my others... none of my other siblings wanted to. Man. And now you're stuck. You're stuck doing the grunt work. But still, it's damn decent of you to step up when no one else did. Because somebody could have just up and said, yeah, I'm out too, but no, that's not what you did. You stepped up. So good on you for that. Like, I'm glad to see you're still out and about too. Like, I know I don't really... I say don't really. I frankly do a bad job keeping up with my peers and how they're doing. So I'm glad you're around. I have been lurking and turbo lurking. What have you been up to? I have had some work adventures. I got dispatched out to a facility in the middle of nowhere. You're a busy man, so it's understandable. Yeah, that's true, and that's something I have to remind myself, is that I'd like to, but I can't really. But I do turbo lurk. That's my defense. So I did get up to some shenanigans. I was eyeing up one of the features of a keyboard I have. So there's this company, you've probably heard of them before. Object in the Woods. What? That's an achievement? And so there's this company, 8BitDo, and they used to make controllers, but now they've moved into just HIDs in general. And one of the things that they made was a keyboard. And there's a cool little feature about it, which is that it has 8 programmable buttons. And the buttons are follow the keyboard. They don't follow the computer. 2 of them are built in the keyboard, but the other 8 are connected to headphone jacks on the back. So I spent more time than I care to admit making a little circuit board to take those 8 buttons and just make them a single pad instead of trying to buy the big novelty buttons that the manufacturer sells. So that's what I was doing in my downtime instead of, you know, socializing. And then, what else? I got dispatched out into the middle of nowhere to set up a remote access system. And then I managed to wreck the windshield of the rental. That's the first time I've seen a grown man scream. That was a time. That was a hell of a time. And it was irritating too, because I got there and I couldn't do anything anyway. It went from irritation to acceptance, because road trips aren't bad when there's someone with you. And then terrifying, and then infuriating. So on my way to the to this facility in the middle of nowhere, we have to go through. Do you just clean spaces in this game? Not actually. The character's actual job is to operate a radio telescope and submit those recordings to a research facility back in Civilization. But the researcher that you play as, Dr. Kell, has been sent into this facility by themselves, and it's completely wrecked. And nobody really explains to you why. So part of the game is doing your job. Part of the game is making this place your own. I'd say it's wrecked. This is after cleaning. This is after I've done a bunch of cleaning. So there's like piles of garbage. There was like blood spatter somewhere. There were supply crates everywhere. There was a cubicle farm in here. I partially dismantled it. And so you're given this absolutely dilapidated place, but you're still expected to operate the radio telescope. So I don't know what you do for a job, but you really gotta be more organized and clean. It's bonkers. And they don't really explain what happened. They just say, we understand your situation on this base. So yes, your job is... So what your actual job is this. So Oh, it broke again. There must have been an alien party. You know, it's funny you bring that up. There's... Aliens are a real common theme in this, and that stupid tower blew again. I'm gonna need to get some... Can I buy some fuses? Dr. Cal, the results are in you did bad. Yeah, because I did none of my job. Do you reach a point where you just end up not doing your job collecting the signals? And that's been me right now. Okay, so I need to get a fuse. $50 for a fuse. I need to run and make dinner, but I'll be back shortly. No problem. You get yourself some good food in you. We'll chat soon. We got... Let's see. So I have to go back out there. Don't make any more messes. I will try. I've been cleaning up my own blood in this game. I keep running into doors. I will try and not make it worse. I can't promise anything. But I'll try. Emphasis on try. Battery. Oh. Battery. Rechargeable battery, $80. I don't even have enough money to buy a single battery. And the servers aren't broken. Man, oh man. Do I have a spare battery in here? Wrench, hammer, drives. Damn it, I don't. Okay. There's gotta be batteries around here. Paper. Paper. You know, for all these filing cabinets, they really are using them properly, and that's pissing me off. Everyone knows you put random shit in file cabinets. Ooh! Oh, it's a dead battery. Damn it. Empty fuel canister. What is a boy to do? What to do? What to do? Are there batteries down here? Did any of these crates Oh, yeah, I ran into a door here. Gotta clean my own blood up. That's not mine, though. Okay, don't need that. Batteries? Any batteries on the floor? Ooh, a potato. Definitely need a potato. And an MRE. Okay. Paper. Paper. Where, oh where? Okay, maybe there's a battery in the storage room. Come on. There. Drive box. Oh, battery. Very nice. Okay, we have it. I can now go fix that tower again. So Tower 3's got a problem. Tower 1 does not. Tower 2 is also down. Great, so we've lost 1 and 2. And I don't have enough fuses. I only have 1. Alright. I do not have the fuel for that. Alright, we're just gonna book it over. It'll be daybreak pretty soon. I don't think I need the flashlight right now. I know I've been threatening to do a series of videos describing like computer networking for people who aren't like, you know, professional IT, or who aren't IT professionals, but I was also thinking about would it be a good idea to have a really broad, simplified video describing how to, as gracefully as possible, crash land from Windows to Linux. Because there's a lot, you know, from content, really respected content creators saying like, I moved to it and it's not so bad. But they're coming at it from, they did the crash landing and are talking about how they had to handle it. And my thoughts are, well, what if somebody told you before you made the landing what you're gonna expect? Might as well fix this up while I'm here. Offset. Amplitude. Are there more batteries in here, maybe? No. Because my thoughts are, you know, somebody, like a lot of the videos I've seen with content creators talking about their experiences moving, they talk about like, okay, it's not so bad, here's how I stumbled through it, but they still don't really know the environment that they've landed in. So being able to say like, look, here are the terms, here's what they mean, here's the major differences. If you need help, this is how you do it. This isn't like tech support. You can't ring Microsoft. You can ring up Microsoft support and you can bust the technician's chops on the line, but you can't really do that to a volunteer. Fuck off, you don't see it. For gore now, you will die. There's monsters, they eat you. You die, gun breather. Okay, fine. Fine, I won't. But what if I did? Where you think you're going? I don't know. There's a huge extra bit over there. Nah, I'm gonna wait till it's daylight. Yeah, I can't see shit over there. Uh-oh. Ow. Alright, we're gonna go back, fix the tower. Oh, God. Face fucking skidding on the concrete. Is it road rash if it wasn't on the road and you did it walking? Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. Okay, this, and this, and this. That was not very difficult. Right, I'm supposed to start it. Okay. So now we have a fuse. It's gonna buy us some time. Okay, now that it's starting to lighten up around here, we're gonna save. You know, I'm getting pretty close to that transformer. Maybe I should go... No, actually. Yeah, actually, yes. I'm going to go fix the transformer. And then maybe go on a little adventure. Where the hell's the transformer? Oh, there it is. That's a cliff. I nearly fell down the cliff. Oh, I got a sweet jump. So we could have also sweet jumps. That's probably the drone to drop off supplies. I probably should have not been a weenie and just walked in to see what happens, but I'm a weenie, so I didn't walk in to see what happened in that little bit of the map. Ooh, I'm glad I got here to fix this. Here and here, yeah. Oh, right, I have a sushi box. Nom. 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 Just keeping a sushi box in my pocket for 2 days? Safe. Who needs food safety? Food safety's for cowards. I should watch what I say. I've knocked myself out with bad food way too many times. It was good seeing some of my, I think I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I went out for some, for a bite to eat with some of my old peers from back in my days at the Polytechnic, and, I had some awesome gnocchi. So there's this Italian restaurant that's been around since, like, the 70s. And back in the day, there were only 2 groups of people who went to this place, and that was organized crime heads and politicians. We're 90% sure that's a coincidence. But the food was good. Like, really good. So we tend to go there because there's one of my friends from then. When I say from then, he's still a friend of mine. We call him the Amazing Peter. And the thing about the Amazing Peter is my opinion that if there is a god, that god deliberately nerfed him because he was too powerful of a person. And so we go there to eat because it's the only place where he can eat where he doesn't suffer a violent allergic reaction. Because originally he was diagnosed with being allergic to soy. But it turns out what he's actually allergic to is all legumes, which includes soy. So, like, there's very specific foods that he can eat. And one of the only restaurants that can actually accommodate his allergies and his restrictions is this old mafia bar. And it's great. The food's great. Like, I'm half joking. I'm half joking, of course, about the about them being a mafia bar. But the thing is, it's so believable. It is so goddamn believable. All right. SV target CR2. We're going on an adventure. Holy fucking shit. An adventure. Deep-a-deep-boo. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with this mushroom, but I have it. If I remember my Boy Scouts. We're going to go foraging. I don't really much remember Boy Scouts. Frankly, I hated it. I hated going out into the woods. I hated getting sick. I only like bears when I'm not near them. They're big, fluffy, goofy goobers until you look at them wrong, and then they go, and then you're dead. Alright. Get this fixed up, and we have a job. A job to get back to. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the receiver, okay. Flip. 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 Damn it. Flip. 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 Yeah? No. Yeah, okay, so that's 2. Flip. 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 No, flip. 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 There we go. Okay, broken. I wonder if I can repair the fuses. If I can repair them, then I don't have to, you know, spend 50 credits. Oh shit, son. Nobody was hanging out around here. Oh, somebody was camping out here. Take a drive. Grab some mushrooms. Some full beer. Holy hell. Oh dang, a perfectly fine cup of coffee right here. Was that probably lethal? Yeah. Do not open, bees inside. Okay. Electrical Engineering Volume 2, 139. Fixed, or in case of emergency, assembled using whatever is available. Copper wire, metal scrap, glass scrap, electric scrap. Must be noted that do not open, bees inside. Okay. So there's bees in the computer. You know, it's funny, I was talking about the fuses, and suddenly we have instructions on how to make our own fuses. Using glass, metal. What did that say? Where's our sheet of paper? Notepad. Oh. Copper, metal, glass, electric. Copper wire, okay. So damn it, I did have a spool of copper wire. Can't believe this. I can't believe it. I remember in previous versions you can climb up into those. I wonder if you still can. That'd be fun to find out. We got some pretty nasty wind coming up. Fucking windy. Okay. So now we can get coordinates going. And then we go on back. Invalid area or offset radar. There we go. I guess while that's going, I can recalibrate all of the satellite dishes. It says satellite. I don't even know what you'd call them. They're not satellite dishes. They're like parts of the radio telescope. I don't know. '95, '97, '99. 7, 9. $5, $97, $99. Getting there. $7.89. I don't see why it does it in this order. Why wouldn't it be alphabetical? Okay. So that means all the servers are up, so that's good. And right when I get a frequency, right when I get a signal, that's when that's when a storm comes in. Just my luck. 3, 2, 1. That's gonna have to do. Off. Grab this. Why did that move? Oh. This is already fit for sending. Then so is this. There we go. That's downloading okay, I guess. TR.check. Well, that's good enough, I suppose. I'll have to go eventually fix TR1. If I get some metal scrap, I can start building that machine out. And that should help me with securing funds to get tools and resources. Electronic scrap, metal scrap. Any other metal scrap around here? There. That should do. Any of these need fixing? There's gotta be something. Well, I guess while that's going, I can start cleaning stuff some more. How do I get up there? Okay, well that got cleaned. Well, why the fuck did that work this time? Been trying to get those spots forever. Mercy me. Okay. Asbestos. My favorite. Who doesn't love a little bit of asbestos? Asbestos is bestus. Why? My bucket! No! No, bucket! My bucket! I lost the water in the bucket. I dunked the bucket. Bucket. That's pretty clean. That is not. Actually, most of the floor here isn't clean. A bit more scrubbing. There we go. Need a little bit more of that. Give that a dip. Scrub that. Okay. There's a round of cleaning down there. There was a dirt strip here. I don't know what happened. What the hell? Get back. There. That could do. How's this downloading? 40%. There. That should speed that up. And the servers look fine. I got $2. Oh, god damn it. Now this one I can't blame on Goober. That one was all on me. Okay. I do need to get to sleep. Or else the weird grabby ghost is gonna grab me and make me go to bed. thought I cleaned that. Oh well. That's just on the to-do list. It's gotten very stuttery suddenly. What has happened? Suddenly just slowed down. I was wondering where you boys went. Don't mess up the tables, please. I say as I mess up the tables. Sir. Alright, so what I need here... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You wanna be a stooge? Fine. Where's my notebook? Notepad. Hold. Larry. Hair off. Make tag. Alright. There you are if you want to be a stooge. Do we have a hard hat? I think we need a hard hat. Can I get you a hard hat? I'm going to be sending you out to do some work. Helmet? Bike helmet. Hat? Krampus hat? Hazmat suit? How about a hard hat? No. Yes, Larry? Alright, Larry. You are watching the... You're watching the satellite. Not satellite. You're watching radar. You let me know if anything happens. There we go. This needs fixing up. Alright. Okay. Well, that made me some money, I guess. What is it, Larry? What'd you find? Let's have a look-see together. Well, I don't know what any of this means. I was kind of hoping you did. Anyway, I'll leave you two. Alright, how's this download? Alright, this is downloaded. Alright, what does it sound like here? Spectrogram. What do you think? Well, it sounds like there's something there. Anyway, we're gonna save a copy. Oh shit, I had data in there. God damn it. Excuse me, Larry. A little elbow room, please. Alright. Export. Save. Play. Oh. There was something interesting in there. Very interesting. What do you think? Did I save a copy? Well, I did now. Alright. This goes in here. This needs to get processed. So now Tower 1 has gone down. It's always these, isn't it? I'm having way more trouble dealing with those. So we'll get this fixed up. Ah, fuck. Let's try that again. There. You know, I know you're gonna trip on the bucket. I know you're going to trip on the bucket, so we're just going to put that there for you. Okay, so this means we do have, at minimum, we do have 3 Oh, we're not going to make it tonight, are we? No, we're going to make it. We can do 3 signals and the tapes. So I might as well ring them up now for it. All right. Okay, can I get a cap? Baseball. Autosave to databases. Automatically saves the signal to a database when the signal is gathered. You know what? I'd prefer that one. I can see you, Larry. You goober, come on. When somebody says that you're in their aura, do you know what that means? I'm happy with those. You know, if you... You know what? No, no. I think he just wants to learn on the job. That's what I think. That's what I think Larry wants. Alright, and off those go. Yeah, sorry, I was a bit too fast, Larry. Meanwhile, let's start you up. Alright, Goober. Okay. There. So we should get results back quickly here. Three signals level 1. Alright, what did we get? 3 signals, 2 tapes, 97 points. Scrape is still not enough to gather anything. We need more refined data. Larry. Larry. God damn it, Larry. Come on. Come on. Will you just... Alright, you know what? Fine, whatever. I want to give you guys like a hat or a jacket. Ooh, wait, I have a jacket. I have a jacket somewhere. There it is. Alright, Larry. What the hell's the point of a mannequin if I can't dress it up? I gotta unload these broken fuses, too. Broken fuse. Come to watch me faff about on the workbench? You're not gonna see much. That, grab that. Oh, fuck, sorry, Larry. Here. Okay. Plastic trash. Boy, you're fast. I should send you off to go look at the servers. Right, that radar shot. CR check. SV target CR1. Alright, Larry, let's go. We are gonna go check out... Oh, fuck, my flashlight's on. Come on. Now, he's so hell-bent to shoulder surf me, but then he won't follow me out to actually do some work outside. Boy, oh boy. Uh-oh. Ow. My shin bones. My other shin bones. Alright, let's try this again. My other shin bones. Oh, so Larry did finally pop 2, huh? All right. We're gonna go get that fixed up. Alright, let's fix you up so I can do my job. Damn it. That's fine. The horrors beyond my comprehension can't climb ladders, I don't think. There. Alright, let's go. And I got oodles of broken fuses to do something with. As a cliff. That's also a cliff. That's just a steep hill. Okay. Carefully. Okay. Base. Okay. I probably fell there again. Or in times past. Oh, the base is that way. Teehee. Just being a silly Billy. A buffoon William. Oh yeah, one of the transformers went out. No, wait. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Oh fuck, oh, my bucket of drives. Where's my bucket of drives? Ah, shit. There's... No, the bucket! Motherfucker! This is gonna be a fucking mess. Alright, Goober. Oh, and there it goes. Bye, Goober. Goodbye. Goes up in chat and kills you. Hi, Quartz. How you doing? Are you doing good? I hope so. It's, this has been quite a day. Up to any good mischief? I mean, aside from, you know, just moseying on in and heckin' ending me. What kind of cool, hip, and with it shit have you been doing? Been playing a lot of Tomodachi Life. I've seen that, and that seems like a... Oh, my flashlight. I slept with my flashlight on. That seems like a silly good time, but at the same time, I can't quite wrap my head around it. More like The Sims, isn't it? Where the point of the game is that you're not playing it, it's playing itself and you're watching. Right? Is that accurate? I added Ganondorf today, and the first thing he did was fall in love with SCP-35, if those mean anything to you. I know Ganondorf, I don't know SCP-35. Larry! Larry, god damn it. I gotta go fix it. Okay, Larry, are you gonna help, or are you just gonna stare? Swear to God, Larry, I'll send you up in that drone. I fucking mean it. So what's SCP-35? Fizzle, fizzle, zap. It's too much to unpack here. There's a website. SCP are like anomalous entities contained in a facility. So I know what SCP... Sorry, I should elaborate. I know what SCPs are. And I know like the overarching premises of the SCPs. I just don't know what SCP-35 is. Like what the Entity 35 is. So I know there's like, I don't know, like SCP-400, the toaster that fucking kills you. Like if you put in pumpernickel, you die or something. The TLDR is 35 is a mask that compels people to wear it. It then possesses the person who wears it and attempts to manipulate the masses. Also secretes acid and tentacles. He's baby girl. My favorite. Sometimes you want to just influence the masses into committing horrific acts. Alright, what's in here? I'd fall for his bullshit knowing I was falling for it. Horrific entity? Not interested. Charismatic horrific entity? Now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Now I gotta figure out how the fuck to fix this. Okay, so that's gotta be green, I think. Which means that... Oh, I fixed it by accident. Your Honor, in my defense, he was very slay about it. Not guilty. Okay. Now we fix this. Offset. Amplitude. Bouton. 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 Il pêche. Un pêche. Des boutons. It pêche. I have a sushi box. A box of sushi. Consume. 4-day-old sushi in my pocket. The squad is stimming. We're all just being like, Bito! Bito! But it's fun. It's fun. We have fun. Alright. I'm commandeering this wooden chair for no other reason than I feel like I need some sort of compensation for this nonsense. As a horrific entity, as some entity tractor beamed my fucking house. It's been a very strange week for me. I had a very, I wouldn't call it sobering. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for here? I had a very, eye-opening experience yesterday where me and, some of my old friends from back in my days at the Polytechnic, we went out for food and drinks, except everybody only ate half their plate and nobody drank, and everybody went home at a reasonable hour. And I'm just sitting there in the car being like, huh. I Ubered here to get shit-faced, and I just chose not to. Wow. I'm responsible and boring. This is amazing. And then I had an evening, all to myself. Well, that's not true. I didn't have it all to myself. I, hung out with, Michisu for a little bit. Yep. I stole this chair just to bring it all the way here to sit on. Alright. About... Actually, you know what? Let's put it back here. Yeah. Now I have to go fix the power and get back to my job. Photons activate. Everything's a fucking mess now because of that fucking asshole with the tractor beam. I can't believe that. That was a full gas can. There's so few games that activate that. Oh, that would look great at my place instinct. You're driving home and you're like, oh my god, that's a leather couch, and they're just giving it away. Like, oh my god. That's a CRT television. It's like, you don't need it. It's like, no. It's like, you trust me, you don't want it either. That's like, that's over 100 pounds. You're like, no, but I do. I do want it. You have no place to use it. Oh, but I will have a place to use it. It's H60 to H60. Wow. We're going through time where no person has gone before. Oh, no, wait, it's just upside down. Okay, now can I control the saddle? Thank you. There was a hornet's nest in there. They will be my friends. They will pay rent in honey. They will pay rent by dealing with all the other pests. Look, I don't mind if there are horrors beyond comprehension. I just care that they pay the fucking rent. Or they pay their share. Invalid area or offset. We're gonna lose the signal really fast if I can't figure this out. And it's gone. Fuck. Damn it, I just lost it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That was so close. My uncle died on that couch. He will also be my friend. You mean I'm gonna have a roommate and a guy I can hang out with? And he doesn't eat half the food? That's amazing! You're doing a bad job dissuading me. I think the more important question when people say, is the place haunted, is the ghost an asshole? I think that's the important question. Is it haunted? Doesn't matter. Is the ghost an asshole? That's the problem. If you're really sad and you need somebody, Ghost can be there. Ghost friend. If the burglars come in, the ghost goes, woo, and everybody leaves. So on a whim, I took the opportunity to... Okay, so I got a sample, a small engineering sample of PCBs for this keypad. I say bashed together, but that's even more kind than what this actually is. And it seems to work really well. At the same time, I managed to get a sample set of stickers that just say sticker on them. And now I'm trying to figure out if it... I don't know why I got a batch of stickers that say sticker. But I did, and I find it funny. And now I need to find a way to just stick a sticker that says sticker on anything I can. Stickers? You talking about merch? Perhaps I was as a bit looking at getting rolls of asset tags and selling those as stickers. Larry, where the fuck, Larry, have you been when the tractor beam hit? and trashed everything in here. Like, I know it wasn't clean to begin with. But, like, Larry, I get that you're shoulder surfing and you're trying to learn, but I can't help but feel I'm the only one doing shit around here. And, like, I don't mind that you're here. Okay, fine. Okay, Larry. You know what, Larry? I'm sorry. I don't mean to undermine your contributions. I was thinking about if I did, what would it be? Because everybody does. Everybody does stickers. So it's like, what's so... We did it. Thanks for all your support. 10 out of 10. Oh, thank you, of course. Thank you for subscribing and enabling my bad life choices. Once I find an ad blocker that works for Twitch, it's over for these motherfuckers. But until then, get supported, idiot. Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you for enabling my bad life choices. And thank you for... Thank you for being here. And thank you for being you. And just thank you in general, because I feel like saying thank you. And thank you to Larry for trying to, I guess, help Goober. I appreciate it a lot. Like, I know I'm kind of like, I respond underwhelmingly, and I don't mean it that way. I just don't have shit tons of energy. Larry, we weren't even doing anything. All the floppy disks are on the floor. I really think floppy disks should be a great idea, but I don't know how feasible that is. Floppy disks might be a good one. I didn't think of that. There was one company who was remanufacturing floppy disks. But that wouldn't be a bad idea. I just think the upfront cost might be a bit high. But that is a good idea. Because, like, yeah, I could do stickers or little acrylic cutouts. That's why I was, like, kind of doing, kind of, sort of, not really merch, or, like, anti-merch. Or maybe something at least utile. A floppy with your stupid fucking face on it. Maybe. That is a giant cockroach. Holy hell. I'd love an acrylic standee of your model, though. That would be rad. It's like, and this is... Is this where I'm just disconnected? Am I out of touch? But yes, on a whim, I did get a batch of, like, the smallest denomination that they would let me have. And it's just, yeah, stickers. Sometimes everybody does something because it's a good options. Potentially. Larry, you're spending so much time shoulder surfing me, but buddy, now do your own thing. You need to calm down and be like Goober. Actually, hey Goober. Okay, Goober. Okay, Goober, you're a little... Maybe you should go help Goober. Like, maybe it's because it is a good idea. I don't know. So the other thing I was looking at is... Oh, in courts we had... Don't get too excited too soon. But I'm looking at how a fella could assemble a Discord server. So yes, there's this. Your suggestion has been taken, and we are assessing it. How to do it. Gets way too excited right away. Because you told me not to, I'm gonna be excited extra hard. Oh wow, I made it even worse. Drive. So right now, with a server, we're looking at what would we put in it? What would people frequently go there for? And what should we accommodate? The game also perfectly captures the feeling of moving furniture, that feeling of I'm gonna kill myself if this desk doesn't get through this doorway right now. I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna scream, and I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna throw my back out. Why didn't we get a mover? Because the mover said it can't be done, and you called them cowards. Like, oh yeah. Alright. And... whoop! Oh, that was so close. Okay. Larry, fucking help me, dude. Larry. Fucking help. God damn it, Larry. Oh my god, Larry. Oh shit, I didn't tune this in. I think a general chat, a silly chat, an art chat, hobby chat are a good base, and an announcements channel. Yeah, so... right now, we have... one voice chat with multiple rooms in it. So, you can have... there's like a one that has a very high user limit, one that has a very... one that has... like a maybe like a 5 or 10 user limit, and then one that has a low user limit. So if you just want a lot of people in the server for something, like in a voice channel for something, you can go to the large one. And then you only need to chat with like 3 people. Goober, don't bonk, don't. Uber. And then there's like the AV room. And then there's in the AV room right now. Uber, don't punch your brother. I know you're excited, but don't hit Larry. And then there was what was the other one? So the idea is there's different departments like what you'd see in an office. So nobody actually uses the yoga room for yoga. So that's where people just... that's just a flex room. Love me a good theme Discord, that's right. AV room for watch-alongs. And since I run... Okay, so since I have a lot of game servers that I fire up, and I don't really, you know... Like, I have some of my streaming peers. I've invited them. Admittedly, I haven't had many takers, either because it's not a game they're interested in, or they're already with a larger group that they, like, are already streaming on theirs. It's like, okay, well, how about just a place where people can tell me if the server shit the bed again, and it has a quick reference to what the address is. That kind of stuff. The yoga room is the dump chat. Yeah. Larry, my boy. What a guy. So that's the kind of stuff we're figuring out. And then we're figuring out roles, permission structure. But yeah, it is being looked at. You do not touch the cheese, cockroach. The cockroach tried to steal my cheese. No, you don't. It's mine. The cheese is mine. No. I'll wait for the cheese. It's mine. Okay, come on. No. Okay. Break room would be the meme channel, lunchroom for food pics, whiteboard for art. Yeah, like this is the kind of stuff we're figuring out. Where did this pumpkin come from? What the hell? Please, cockroach, is all I have. It's the only nice thing I've bought for myself. What pumpkin? Oh, wait, I get the joke. Okay. Yes. Thought it was dark in here. He has forbidden knowledge. I caught the joke too soon. I killed the joke. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at that. Oh, thanks for getting the door, Larry. There. I'm surprised you knew what I was referencing, Law. I didn't take you for the type. I admit, I am moderately stupid, but sometimes I get the joke. I get the bit. It sometimes registers for me. How's the signal downloading? 25%. Okay. So what did they want today? Andrew Hussey is a weird little creature. The mouse is unusable. Okay. Daily task. 3 signals, level 1. Tango Uniform Bravo. Tango Uniform Bravo. Oh, that sucks. Larry, you go. You go do those. I have $200. Larry, please. What was I supposed to purchase? Oh, yeah. I was going to purchase... Okay, so I was going to either purchase a... It was either a GPU, I think. I'd love to do so much. There's a cheap... I'd love to do so much that there's a cheap Kerfer, and the downside is it wants you dead. I love it. That thing brings me joy. Just the silliest of billies. The cheap one is the one. It's $100 less, but it fucking hates you, and you're like, sold. That's a deal. People hate me at work too. That's wheeling and dealing right there. Larry. Actually, hang on. No, Larry's just checking out signals. That's all good. Now I'm just reflexively grumping at Larry. Now I'm just taking shit out on him. That's not right at all. Oh. All my stuff's fucked up. My ashtrays. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, metal scrap. I need that. My useless 70s coffee table. No, but I need my useless 70s coffee table. Or else the corner looks empty. Are you sure maybe you could just downsize your home? No! We can't have that. What if I want a cup of coffee and one magazine and nothing else, or it'll fall over? What if I need to someday showcase the utility of three-legged furniture instead of four? What if I had to demonstrate methods of methods of cutting costs? What if I had to do that? Bet you'd feel silly then, wouldn't you? What if I had this very particular edge case that were to happen from a scenario I just invented in my head? To be right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I need to put these fuses away. And by away, I mean in a pile. What if the world was made of pudding? Do you ever think of that? Huh? Oh no. The nap time enforcement ghost is gonna come after me if I don't go to bed. Bumpkin. What pumpkin? There is no pumpkin. Every time I think of pumpkins, I just think of this Scottish poet. He had a whole album where he just did spoken poem. I guess one of his most famous ones is just called Creamy Pumpkins. Creamy pumpkins. The world needs its dreamers. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's some clever jumping right there. She pump on my kids to like creamy. The world needs its dreamers. Pot for a stovetop I don't have. Okay, how's the signal? Downloaded. Save. Play. Yep, sounds like shit. Bouton, here. Also, bouton. Record. Well, not record. Convert. Or filter. This is amazing. This is the best signal ever. Alright, Larry, what'd you find out? Yeah, you sure did, Larry. I'll be with you in a minute, Larry. Gotta make sure this works. This is probably the best capture I've ever done. What did I do this time, Larry? What have I done? Did you hear something go squish? What went squish? It was probably the pumpkin. Wait a goddamn minute. You said there's no pumpkin. Wait a minute. What pumpkin? Oh, we gotta send Goober out. Come on, Larry. Come on, Larry, we gotta start the Goober.
Yeah.
Away you go, Goober. Goober will be fine. And we tune this in. Ooh. The Goober's so freaking ready. So fucking excited. I can't wait to go fix shit, yeah! And this was already partially tuned in. Perfect. And that's how you do it yourself, Larry. And that is almost finished. Oh, this is even worse. The microwave, no! God damn it. Get in. Okay, no, that is the opposite of what I wanted. Did you just... There's glass under you. Great, now there's broken glass. Larry. 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 Alright, that goes in the bucket. Those videos of people going, that's your clutch, that's your shifter, that's your blinkers, you got all that, and it pans to a very small kitten is how I feel whenever you talk to Larry. Larry's trying. Larry is trying. And yeah, I think I've been short with Larry at least twice. At least 2 times. I got $1. Oh my gosh. You don't want to check these satellites, I want to hang out with you. Goober, watch out, Goober. Watch out. Oh no. Oh god. Goober. Goober, please. Oh my god. Just fucking bowled him over. Fantastic, but not. That's really unfortunate. I gotta get a mannequin Kerfer and name it Abel. A mannequin Kerfer. Hey Roger, how you doing? Are you doing good? I hope so. What good stuff. You're doing good. That's good, that's good. I'm glad you're good. The Amazing Digital Circus reference. Oh, right. Right. I appreciated the China room bit. That was a good bit. My watering can. What happened in here? I at least tried to clean in here. Oh, that's... Yeah, it's not too terribly noticeable. It's just as much of a dump as it's always been. Just think, once there's a Discord, I'll have access to spoiler text and can yap about the Amazing Digital Circus. Well, I can't guarantee when it's gonna happen, but we're we're looking at it. We're working on it. We're workshopping it a bit. And we have some rough stuff planned out. But we want to make sure that if it's done right, and it's done safe, and there's proper curation. Because that's something I'm seeing. I'm seeing this a lot. Where guys will just, like, well, folks will just spin one up, and then there's an incident in it, and nobody's equipped to handle it. So that's the thing I want to figure out. Like, okay, there's going to be a standard operating procedure. That's got to happen. So that's the kind of stuff we're looking at right now. But we've got... It is in the works. It's in the works, and I'm excited. I'd be happy to mod if you're looking. I mod for a couple of Discords. Yeah, I actually I talked to Michisu about that too. It's like, okay, so like who's gonna moderate? Like if I get dispatched out into the middle of nowhere again, who's gonna make sure something's handled if there was an incident? And I brought that up, that you had stepped up as well. Oh, that's completely blank. Oh, that's exciting. Save. Save. Play. That just sounds like stuff. And this is done. Plug this in. Save. So I'm also getting a crash course on how the access control lists in wow, wording is hard right now. For the past 2 days, it's just been... I think my brain is more fried right now than I care to admit, because, like, wording has been difficult. But I've been familiarizing myself with the access control lists in Discord and how they work, so that whoever gets put in certain roles doesn't, you know, have the ability to overreach or cause trouble. Or if they do, have a way to effectively handle it. But yes, I would be very gracious, and I'm honored that you're interested. Okay, Larry, watch this. Okay, I fucked up the demonstration. Let me try this again. So, okay, so you have this. Okay. Okay, Larry, so watch this. Watch this. Okay. You see this? You see it? Yeah? Okay. You put it in. Yeah? Yeah, you just put it in. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. I just can't find it. And you push this button. Okay? Okay, so now it's in. You can see up here. It says what it is. It says it doesn't know what it is, but it's there. Okay? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Alright. So then, you push start, and then you fuck off for like a day or two and forget it's there. And then, the boss, yeah, the guy on the email, he gives you shit because you forgot. And then I'll show you what happens after. We have to wait for that to actually happen before I can show you. You know, yeah, you got that? Okay. Alright, I need a hard drive box. Larry. Alright, so we got another stooge. Alright, you fucking stooge, come here. There you go. Larry, Curly, and Mo. After Mo, we'll make Abel. Did you just fucking hit me? Way to diss the fourth stooge. Oh no, he didn't bop me. I hungered. Okay, Curly, here you go. Ooh, mushroom. That was a bad idea. Ooh, mushroom. Okay, if you two are gonna fight, one of you is getting sent out the drone. Alright. Alright, so Larry. Okay, oh, hang on. So Larry, you see here. You see here. See here. See here. Yeah, you see. See here. It says it's done. Alright? It's done. Okay, Curly, you can watch too. So it's done. You see that? Yeah, okay. So you push this button. You see here. It's green. That means the data's in there, yeah? But you also see right here. The dot. That light. It's blue. But when we put it in the first time, it wasn't blue. So that means we've done one level of filtering. Okay? Okay? You see it? Yeah. Yeah. So now we take this, put it in here, and we're gonna import it now. So now you see it's red again. Say it's empty. You see here, it says unknown. And it's got a red border because we filtered it. Okay, Curly, you can take a closer look. So now we're gonna push this button to save it to the computer. And we're gonna play it and see what it's like. Cool, hey? Alright. So we saved a copy to the computer for later. We have these. Okay. You guys watching? You watching? Okay, well, you just put it in the box. You know how to put shit in a box. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna queue another one up. Never mind, it's burnt out. I gotta go and fix them again. But I don't want it right now. Now... bucket of drives is everywhere. Okay, so I did say earlier today that it's gonna be a shorter stream today. That's primarily because I'm not feeling fantastic. I was worried if I pushed a little too hard, I might go from feeling icky to feeling full-blown sick. So, oh yeah, you see here the drives, okay. So, let me see if we can get a nice place to put a pin in this, and then we'll find someone to raid to. You go rest right now or I'll fucking get you. Yes, sir. We'll get ourselves E-F-E-E. Okay, so that's fixed. Alright, you just like Goober, same speed and expression and everything. I'll run up, drop a shoulder, and... Fellas. Run up, drop a shoulder, knock your ass out, and put you in bed. Alright, we're gonna fix this up. Can't stream if you're unconscious. Azurite. Go. Okay, after this, we'll find someone to raid on over to. Beautiful. Save. Alright, so let's see. Who's somebody we can raid to right now? We've got... not there. Not that tab. I gotta clean up some tabs. Boy, oh boy. There we are. So we've got... Alright, so let's see. Who within the streaming group here, we've got somebody doing... NTE. I don't know what that is. Somebody playing Slay the Spire 2, and somebody playing a game called Deadlock. I've only heard of one of these. You know, Slay the Spire sounds like fun. I got a suggestion in the chamber if you don't find nobody. Like some of these kind of pique my interest. Oh, the guy's starving. Larry, don't just stand there when I'm collapsed from famine. Just fucking bring a snack or something. Let's see. Larry, please. Borgar. No, please. I have cheese. Cheese. Okay. So now we're gonna save. And now we're gonna hold it here. So those are kind of interesting. I don't really know about first-person shooter game. NTE doesn't really pique my interest much. Slay the Spire 2 might be interesting. But, Quartz, you said you had a suggestion too, hey? What do you figure? I trust your judgment. Fast Demos. Fost Dimos. Fost Demos. Let's go have a look. Twitch.tv/FostDemos. What's FostDemos playing today? Forest Hustle. I've never heard of Forest Hustle before. Very interesting. You know what? Let's do it. An interesting indie game? It's got a weird freak model like you. Oh! Fellow weird freak man. Alright. Or fellow weird freak. A fellow Auden. Okay. I think that's a good idea. Let's do a raid over to... Is it Deimos? Deimos? Either way. Let's go take a look. Tragically, he is a man. Oh no. The misery. Alright. Let's get the raid started there. Alright. So, this was an interesting time. I'm sorry it's a short one today. Like I said before, I'm not feeling fantastic, so I'd like to keep it a little bit lighter. Also, yeah, and then I can take some time, get some good food in me, do a little bit of R&R, and work a little bit more on some of the stream stuff. I have another harebrained scheme for the phone to make it a little bit easier to use, but that's a later thing. So as always, thank you all for swinging by. Oh, right, what are we going to send for a message? Good old-fashioned emote raid message. But, I'm not your dad. You emote how you please. But as always, thank you all for swinging by. There's tons of ways to spend your night, and you chose to spend it here, and I appreciate that a lot. So as always, I'm not going to tell you what to do, so I'm not going to tell you to stay out of trouble. But all I ask is that if you do get in trouble, you make sure it's the good kind of trouble. And you all stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.